Hello everyone, happy Monday. We're back with more death and more hair. I haven't moved the webcam. Oops, I thought I was forgetting something. It's fine. Fine, you get to watch it live. Oh god, I'm breaking everything though, hang on. Whoopsies. Equal bit. There we go. I was wondering there was something missing. Turns out the most important thing, the webcam. Right, the autofocus is on, so I need to turn that off. There we go. My bad. It's fine, you were just looking at my wall for like 2 minutes there. My bad. So hi, doctor. In my haste to get up to go use the bathroom, I forgot to move the webcam. I just started stream. Oopsies. I just need to grab a couple of colours because they are not on the needle because I used them all. And I don't like to replace unless I'm gonna sew it in. Because it's Zelda. Don't really need to know what that colour is, I know, but... I've also been thinking, I know, very dangerous for me, for miniature March, I have an alternative pattern I can use. Hello love, how are you today? I'm Diamond Paint Day. Oh, hi Natty. I'm alright. I didn't get much sleep last night because someone, he's not in here right now, but someone, Zelda, was using me as a jungle gym last night. So I'm uncomfortable, but I'll be fine. He decided to have the zoomies on the windowsill, so I didn't get to sleep till nearly 5 o'clock. So yay me. Yeah, that is. No, wait. What colour is this one supposed to be? This one. Other than that, I am fine. So I just want to make sure I had the right needles and the right colours because that would be my luck. But what diamond painting are you working on today? Speaking of, my newest diamond painting turned up today from Diamond Art Club. Go to the Spirit Realm from Moonbound Studio, and I didn't notice when I bought it, it's glow in the dark. So the glow in the dark drills are all up here. So I can't really point them out because this is a bad picture because it's all holographic. But like all the black up here is glow in the dark. All of this window, except for a few bits in the middle, are the glow in the dark. The cat that you can't see that's right here is glow in the dark. Basically all the 310 is glow in the dark, but it's just so cool. A retired kit from the one with the diamond art called Lightness Surrounds You by Finera. Oh, let's see. Let's see if I can see a picture of it. I just undid my hair. Oh no. It was still done from yesterday. Oh, I thought you meant you'd messed it up, and I was like, now why would you do that? Well, it makes sense if you were redoing it. Let's see if I can. I'm trying to find a picture of this. We had our first synchronized skating competition of the season. Oh, how did it go? I sent you a picture, you won't find it on the site anymore. Oh, I was just trying to find it on Google. Oh, that one is nice. It's very pretty. Well, I look forward to seeing progress of that one. We won our category. Oh, congrats, Doctor. That's great. That training is working off. Great, love that. Why are there so many? There's so many diamond. Oh, that's just a boob. I made a fall during warming up though, but it was only during the warm-ups. So stupid, didn't even happen on the ice. But that's good though, you got it out the way. You did the fall before you got on the ice. That was like perfect. Think of it. You fell first. I mean, it sucks that you fell, but at least you did it before you did the skating. I'm uploading my progress on my channel. Just uploaded a whip update a few days ago. Oh, I have a hurting knee though. Oh, yeah, that's the only problem when you fall over. You injure yourself. It definitely sucks. Glad to hear you won, Doctor. All that training, all that hard work, it's paying off. I can't remember if I read Natty's message. I might just read it again just in case. I'm having one of those days. Uploading progress on my channel. Just uploaded a whip update a few days ago. Or I have put your whip parade in my playlist to watch at some point. I say at some point because I'm slowly catching up on all those videos. Very slowly. I have about 142 to get through. But I will catch up. Why are you coming into chat spinning, Lil? What's up? I'm stabbing myself. Didn't think that today's agenda would include manhandling a hamster. Oh. Oh. Did Hermes try it and escape? Oh, they pulled it too hard. I made some decent progress over the weekend with my projects. Don't ask where window came into that sentence because I don't know why it did. I was working on Saturday on the, oh for God's sake, Night Blooms by Bad Stitch. He had sticky eye from sleep, so I had to attempt to gently clean him. He was in a spare plant pot and I had the smallest pinch holding on the back of his neck to keep him still. I felt horrible, but he seems fine now. Look, the things we have to do for our pets that we don't like and we're scared to hurt them, we have to do. Because like I said, it's for their good. I don't like having to kind of pin Zelda down. I don't pin him down. I call it the struggle cuddle because I'm cuddling him but he's struggling to get out so I can cut his nails. And then he kicks me in the stomach and it really hurts and I'm like, ugh. Because he knows my weakness, especially a tiny thing like a hamster. Yeah, hamsters and budgies, like that size where it's like I don't know how to hold you without hurting you. What do I do? I've never had to manhandle a budgie. I've held a budgie but never manhandled one. That's my sister's job because they're hers. I want to buy a kit from Pain Free Crafts, but I don't know what to choose. Yeah, that is the problem at Natty. There are so many good ones. I have a feeling you're eyeing up a Rose Khan though. This stitch just looks a little podgy. Thinking about starting my next king? Yes, doctor. Do it. You know me so well, yes. There's just too many good choices on Pain Free for Rose Khan. If I go on there right now, I say manhandle like I was throwing him around. He wasn't squeak or anything, so he was fine. Yeah. I'm sure everyone understood that you weren't being aggressive. You were just saying manhandle because you had to hold him. Let's see, she has... I mean, they're all so good. I mean, I do like Dragon Race Into the Night. But then there's also the Tropical Owls. I'm biased though. There is a frog on that piece. There is a tiny frog. So maybe not for you, Natty. That's more for me, because there is a frog on it. A tiny frog, but it's such a cute one. I say that like you guys can see, but I'm trying not to keep looking. Already have Dragon Races tonight. I love that one. Yeah. I don't know. There's too many good choices. I worked out how I'm getting those tiny paper cut like cuts on my thumb. I think it's from, you know how when I grab my thread I do this with it to feel, because I feel which end is softer, because the side that's softer is the one that goes in to the fabric. Is payday finally? I have to wait till Friday. Wow. But I did get that Maragoni Suli. That thing sold out so quick. I've been waiting since mid-December. Ugh. Yeah, that's a long time to wait for payday. Yeah, that thing was gone so quick. I snagged it. I nearly bought two by accident because Diamond Art Club went a bit funny. I clicked add to cart, and instead of it adding it to my cart, it opened up like I'd clicked on it to open it. And so I added it to cart in a panic, and then I went to go hit checkout. It's a good thing I looked, because I would have paid for two. Because, like I said, in my panic, because I knew it was going to sell out, and I was so scared that I was going to take one out of my cart, and then it was going to be like, they're all gone. So I started going, quick, come on. But I got it, and I got Rosy Outlook. It came to a bit more than what I was hoping it to, because I did only get a $50 voucher. I didn't get the 100 one off. I only got the 50 because I was like, because I've done it before. I've bought 100, and for some reason my paintings have come to a lot less. So I went with 50 and my paintings came to more. So I was a bit like, oh. But I definitely only bought the 2 canvases. I didn't buy 3. She says. Double checking real quick. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, just 2 items. And it seems like my Salentine's kit's gonna be here Wednesday. So we can look at that on stream. Obviously, I'm gonna do what I did with the Christmas box, and I'm gonna open it to take my address out, because they always stick a little bit of paper inside that's like the invoice, but it has your address on it. So we take that out. Go from there. As I was saying though, on the weekend I was working on Night Blooms, made quite a decent progress. I finished the entire border, so that was nice. Let me see, I'll pull up a picture real quick so I can show you all what it looks like, in case you haven't seen it yet. I've just opened Notion, so give me a sec. I say open it, it's already open, but I have to find it on the project cards. I do like using the project cards to find my projects rather than going through the whips and the whip list, because that's more annoying. Right. Whilst that loads, I can find Google. There's Google on 1, and there Google on 2. Oh, I also figured out how to get it to open OBS, mix it up, Caster Labs, VideoTube, and my 2 dashboards. So I've worked it out. It does it all. The only thing it doesn't do is it doesn't open a new Chrome window, which is what I'd want. But anyway, here is Night Blooms. So, don't need to click on that. I got all this border done. I could just pull up the whip, but it's fine. A picture of the actual whip. Maybe I should, so we can see what I actually did. Ignore that zoom in, I didn't click on it. It's being silly. Oh, I'm in the BAPS channel, not in the January. Here we go. This is what I did. So I did, oh god, don't zoom in, that's too big. I did all the border, because if you remember the other day when I worked on it last, it was here. So this is where it was on Monday. Last Monday, I actually started it last week. That's where it was, and that's where I got it too. So I did all that border. This right here, that is not a missed stitch. There is like a weird tuft of fabric there. That is not a hole in my fabric. That's just a big fat thing there. So I don't know what that is really. It looks like I've got a hole there. There is no hole. Everything is fine with this fabric. But I stitched the moon. My moon looks a bit different to that. It's not a circular moon. I think it's just because it's linen. Linen makes it look off anyway. And then I stitched all that green. And then I started working on the flowery bits with the 992. So that's where I am. I'm finishing, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch the flowers in the border first, because those are confetti nightmares, and then colour it all in with the outline with these colours, and then go from there. I might have to do this at some point because that's going to be annoying. That solid. I might do this in the diagonal to see if that will help it go quicker. But that's basically where I got to on Night Blooms. I am loving it. I got it to 19%. Because when I started it, it was at 4.17. And now it's a 19.24. And I got to 6% on Olivia. Did 600 stitches exactly. And 6%. I was chuffed with myself last night. I was like, I'll just do one more section on Olivia because the time was getting on. But most of that was solid stitching. And I was actually listening to Daniel Kirsty's last video of 2025. And I didn't know she had a baby. There's a chance Little told me and I just forgot. But she had a baby. I say Little told me because Little tends to be more up to date with watching these true crime things. Can I ask some streaming related questions? Yeah, of course, Doctor. I must have missed that, damn. It was right at the end of her video about Maddie, who was Scamander. She faked cancer. I don't get how you could even think of faking cancer, but there are people out there in the world that like to. I know, right? When I heard Daniel say she had a baby, I was like, wow, yay! I was like, huh? I did technically get spoiled because I read the comments because I wanted to see what people thought about the case, and then I was like, pregnant? What? How is your webcam mounted on the Lowry? It's actually mounted, here I can show you, on a shelf. Right there. So this is the mount, this is the shelf, this is where my projects are. So whenever I just talk about a shelf, this is the shelf. This is actually an old, in our living room we used to have a TV cabinet. and it used to have drawers in, and the drawers had VHSs in. That's how old it was. We used to keep videos in there. And this is one of the shelves from that, and it's on the wall. And it holds all my big projects, because at the very top, on top of these boxes, right up there are my BAPs, and then over here are my active whips. So we have the little owl, patchwork owl, cherry magpie, and then night blooms, and then over there are the ones I want to work on, but they're just over there out the way. But that's where it's mounted, so it's mounted on an arm. Because my Lowry is here to my right. Because I actually bought this webcam mount to do Stitch with Me's, but with my phone, because it came with a phone one. But I use it more for the webcam. I have to choose from Winter Book Nook, Magic Study, Animal Mix, Panorama, Wool and Woods, 4 Fairy Queens, and Cats in Love. Very indecisive. Oh, Cats in Love is a beautiful one. But those are Bridget Ashwood's as well. I love Bridget Ashwood. Her stuff's amazing. The 4 Fairy Queens I really want to do. Don't know if I want to do all 4 at once or if I want to do them separate. I am waiting for them to bring out the pandemic cat one. Quarantine cats, that's what it was called. Thanks. Thinking about how to be able to mount a camera webcam phone above my bobbin lace. Yes. A clamp one. You can get stands, like mounts for webcams that are just stands, so they sit on your desk. So if you don't have anything to mount a webcam arm to, because your desk is too thin or too thick or whatever, you can get ones that have a base to them that you could just plonk on your desk behind it all. But it also depends on how much you want in the way. It's like the reason why I wanted this up on the shelf was, one, to get it out of the way of my arms, because I already have my microphone, I have my light to my left, then to my right I have my Lowry stand, and that's already too much in front of me. So my mic, when I'm done with streaming, my mic goes to the side because it's on one of those swivel arms. It's not on the boom arms like what everything else is. So I like this because I could just turn it away. I just throw it, I'm like, goodbye. But yeah, so many pre-Bridget Ashwoods. I love the Little's doing the rainbow butterfly ones for Pride. But I really love those 4 Fairy Queens. I was really upset when they were gone from Haid and now they're back. I'm like, But I have Cats in Love as a cross stitch. Not a cross stitch, sorry, as a diamond painting. But I also have her Blooming Whiskers as the cross stitch. I'd love to start that one soon too. Oh, but the chart I was talking about maybe potentially starting in March and then starting Hubble Bubble another month, because I don't know if we'll be able to order kits from Thread Geeks at the moment because the owner is taking a break. Was going to be the Goddess of the Starry Night, the cat one, the purple one, because that is the smallest design. I will show you just in case you don't know what I'm now. This frame's giving me black hands. This stand is. I also ran out of time this weekend to paint my nails. I really wanted to. I've just not been feeling well. I don't know what it is. I wake up on the weekend and it's like I catch up on everything from the week. But I did go into Saturday not feeling well on the Friday. So But when that kit turned up today, the diamond painting, I actually wanted to kit it up and start it, but I can't. I have to finish Lantern Cat first because that's a big one. So equivalent exchange, I have to finish a big to start a big. So maybe in February, when I do full coverage February, on the Saturdays, because I haven't written in Saturdays yet, even though I'm meant to be doing the Modern Folk embroidery, I might alternate between diamond painting on the Saturday and then working on the Modern Folk embroidery. Because I could also do like half a Saturday working on cross stitch, the other half working on the diamond painting, so that way I'm not diamond painting all day and making myself dizzy, and it'll be a good slow introduction back into diamond painting. So there is that possibility, although I have to wait till Friday when I get paid so I can order the easel, because I want to try with the easel. Rent paid, cat litter ordered, food will be here Wednesday, just phone and internet to pay now. Good. Speaking of cat food, well, cat litter you said, but cat food, I ordered food. Maple's, have you seen Maple's new toy? The litter robot. Beep boop, beep boop. Yeah, that's so cool. And the mat you have outside the litter tray, that's what we really need for Zelda and Molly. Well, for the one out in the hallway, because that would really help. Is that just a regular outdoor like floor mat, or is it a specific one meant for cat litter? Is a specific one? Oh, Wilp. I might have to look at pets at home then. I have Zelda's pumpkin food coming every 2 weeks, I think it is. It's a new one, it came with the robot. Oh. I might have to look at pets at home to see if I can find one similar. Because the litter situation's getting out of hand. We sweep up and hoover so much, and it still gets everywhere. I had one from the pet shop before. Because we switched from the wood pellets to paper because we were getting, I was getting real sick of finding wood in my bed, even though we would constantly be sweeping. One of my blankets is actually really prickly because it's covered in the shavings from the litter when we had wood, and I hate it. And it's been washed so many times and it won't come out. I get so angry. I hate being itchy. I wish I could have just got... I'm opening too many tabs now. Maple has new litter as well. It's clay based. I see, when we first got Zelda we had clay based. I can't use it. It upsets my lungs too much because of my asthma. We actually had to give it away. We gave it to the caretaker up at the school because he had just got cats not long after. So he went, here, have some litter that Emma can't use. And he couldn't use it after a while, so he used to use it because, again, he works in a school. He used it on the sick because it helped when they didn't have any of the stuff. So, you know, it worked out in the end. I'm seeing are litter trays. Where are the mats? No mats. Even though they're supposed to be on Pets at Home, all I'm seeing are trays. Also, I do like these new litter boxes. I think we might have to get some of these because they've got... Anyway, I shouldn't be browsing. I'm meant to be stitching. I'm not meant to be shopping. She loves to watch the robot go round. I think Zelda would be too scared. Though there was something. I've worked out, so January and February is gonna be my bad stitch month for Patreon charts, or just new. I say new with air quotes because they're not new to me, but they're new to me in terms of I've never stitched any of theirs. So January and February is gonna be bad stitch. I think February and March, because I'm gonna do like half a month for each. They're gonna get a whole month and half a month. Then March is probably gonna be March is gonna be Fine Frog stitching. I have the Stitch Crypt because I'm a member of her Patreon, as well as Stitch Sprout. Flossie Fox Shop, but I'm not too worried because I have stitched her stuff. So that one's fine. Because I have all these amazing Patreon charts and they're all smalls, so it'd be nice to work on them when I'm not working on these. Because I have to balance things out. You know, I have to, I have to put everything on a scale and counterweigh the fact that I'm stitching more full coverage, which means my smaller projects are going to be neglected. And I think I've actually decided I might not kit up the 11 rabbits from ChrissaBug in Roxy Floss Code just for money's sake. I'm gonna get the fabric, though I did get a fabric from Megan's Super Coffee Craft Fabrics Fabric Super Sunday yesterday. I actually got too many. But let me see, because sometimes she gets rid of them. Let me see if she's still got the pictures up, because I really want to show you guys the green. I don't think it will go well, but I've ordered it to see. If not, I can find something else for that particular one. That was weird. Every time I clicked on her Facebook group, it just kept taking me out. But it's fine, I'm on there now. Was it this one? Can't remember, because like I said, sometimes she deletes them, and I think she started to delete them already, which is great for me. It might have been, oh no, it was this. Ready? So it was this. You can literally see my comment right there. I ordered one of these and I'm like, it's autumnal, but I'm not sure. I ordered a 40 count even weave, which is like this. So we'll see, because remember, I need to hide this again just in case I click on things, because I have stuff in my cart on Evertote. Don't want to accidentally reveal my address. That would be awkward. Oh wait, I have to do that first. I already have some of this in my cart, so I'm just probably going to get it anyway. But pub crawl, remember? So this is the pub crawl fabric that I was looking at getting for 11 rabbits. And this is the coffee craft fabric, so it's very different. It's this colour here. Also, look at that, that's 2 people in a tent. Do you see it? 2 people in a tent. Anyway. But like, this is it, so I'm not sure if this will, because this one's so dark green. And again, if I minimize this, I finish this row of stitching real quick. I'm not going to get much stitches done today, I've realised, because I'm too busy yapping already. Oopsies. Like, we're nearly an hour in. I've done 26 stitches. We're 47 minutes in, but we've done 26. It's fine. Get all the yapping out of the way at the beginning of stream. Right, the only reason why I wanted to do these is so I could show you all the not the mock-up, but the front cover for 11 Rabbits. I've gone past it. It's right there. This. So this is the 11 Rabbits. Oopsies, I'm pressing the wrong button. So that's 11 Rabbits. Is whoops, you can't see. Hang on. Where's my full color cover? Oh, there it is on there. Oh, there it is. So this is 11 Rabbits. Remember, this is the color of the fabric. Again, to me, this one. Google. Hello. Oh, it's because Pankeeper's in front. Hang on. You'd think I'd know. So this one again, I don't think would go well with this. But we'll see, because the pictures on camera can look different to how they'll look when it turns up, because like I said, I already have this in my car and I think this is more like it. So we'll have to see. Someone in the Bad Stitch Discord, I have to find it real quick. It shouldn't take me long because they only posted a picture of it. That's not the right colour. It is, but it's looking a bit... Where's their picture where it looks really good and you can see the colours of the fabric? No, that's that. I said this wouldn't take me long and now I'm scrolling up too far. Hang on, there is a picture of it in the pets channel. Here we go. This will do. So this is the colour of this fabric that this person's using. The pretty cat. Don't ignore the pretty cat, but ignore everything. I also really like this desk mat, because look at him. But that's besides the point. We're looking at this fabric, right? But like, theirs looks kind of similar to this. So like I said, we shall see. But I do have some pub crawl in my car. I do really want to use pub crawl though, so if I can, that would be amazing. But yes. Anyway. Back to death and stitching and less yapping. What I love about the robot, apart from the daily chores it does for me, it weighs Maple every time she goes in it. Yes, it will help you figure out if she is losing weight or if she's gaining weight, and you'll be like, less treats for you, miss. I think we've got to stick with the regular scoop the poop method for Zelda, because he's too much of a scaredy cat. He'd hear that thing move and he'd never get in it. Zelda gets freaked out if my stoma makes a noise. I am not kidding. This morning it was going off, like making squeaky noises, and he was asleep in front of me, and then he was awake and looking at me, and I was like, sorry. I can't help it. So, yeah. Scaredy cat, like I said. The thing makes almost no noise, so Zelda would still be scared of it. That's the problem. Zelda can hear nothing and he'll just start running and you'll be like, what? Because I would think a stoma making noise wouldn't be, you know, anywhere near as noisy as, say, drilling or banging. But to Zelda, that's just, I've offended him. Dude, I can't help it. There is no sphincter muscle there. There is no holding it in. I'm sorry. Did have an interesting weekend with my stoma though. That makes it sound like I did with weird things. I did nothing weird with it. I realised when I said that, people will be like, stomas are exits only. The only things that will ever be inserted in them are scopes. Nothing else. Okay, I mean, maybe a finger if a doctor needs to do something to it in a professional way. Because they use it to determine if you have a blockage and if your output is stuck just in there. But again, exits only. But yeah, I just had blood in my bag. I can't tell if having that, when I accidentally pulled that stitch out, again the stitch was clean, if that caused some irritation and it caused the wound area to bleed. But it was just I had no pain, no uncomfortable feeling, so I wasn't worried about it. Where did this fluff come from? Probably off this blooming mic. Like, I didn't feel unwell in that regard. I think it was just the stitch. That's what I'm assuming it is. We did bring it up to the stoma nurse about the stitch coming out and the blood, and she didn't seem concerned. So, if she's not concerned, I'm not concerned. But not on the back of this thread, and it won't come through. Look on my keyboard for a sec. I got it. I'm watching Teresa Little Stitch's whip parade, and he said floss tube. It technically is a floss tube, but it's an end of year whip parade. And she got into quilting in 2025, and she made herself a quilted project wrap for a scroll bar, and I'm like, I really need to make 2 of them, because I need one for my big one. Well, technically they're both big ones, but my Millennium frame is over here without its bars, and over behind our door is my painting fairy frame, which I could really do with getting an actual frame, because at the moment it's just got an actual cover for it, because at the moment it just has a pillowcase on it, so the top half is protected but the bottom half isn't. And me and my mum have to sort that out next Saturday, because that will be coming back out next Friday, because as of the end of this week it is February on Sunday. Which also does bring me, as a reminder, there is no stream this Friday. I will probably say this throughout the week just in case. But because the last Friday of the month is my floss tube recording day, there will not be a stream because I have to record a floss tube. And then Monday there may or may not be a stream. I'm going to put it down as a stream on the calendar because I got to do that this week too. but there could be a chance that there ends up being no stream on Monday, because that's when we're supposed to be having our ceiling fixed. But I don't want to cancel this, like, I don't want to say there will be no Monday stream until we know. So there could be a chance that 3:29 on Monday I'll be like, no stream, because I might have to leave that till the last minute, because I don't want to cancel it and then no one turns up, because I won't be very happy. Because that was happening to me in December. I kept cancelling streams because someone was meant to come out to fix our leak, and then no one would come out, and then I'd start streaming and someone would turn up. So there could be a chance that that Monday, literally the last minute, there will be no stream. I do also have a phone appointment, like a phone call appointment that day with my GP. So there is a chance that if I do stream, that at some point I might have to disappear for like a few minutes to talk on the phone. If that happens, what I'll do is I'll have that puzzle game, and I might make a small puzzle. I won't make it 1,000 pieces this time. I might make it 500, just to give you guys something to do, just in case I take a little longer. Because there are a couple of things I want to bring up to my doctor. Yeah, we'll figure that all out when it comes to it. Like I said, I can always have it up and ready, and then we don't need the puzzle. But this Wednesday, the day after tomorrow, is the first show and tell or whip showcase of the year. I'm already seeing some great progress from people. So you have till then to post. And for those of you that are on YouTube, the way it works is, because I have ads on the Twitch side, after the second set of ad breaks, about the 2-hour-ish mark, that's when I tend to do it. So the last hour is the whip showcase, just in case, because I'd rather do it then in case we overrun. Then it's, oh, the stitching's done for the day, it's fine. Whereas if I do it in the middle and we go too long, then there's less time for stitching. So I always do it after the second set of ad breaks. Again, I will explain that on the day as well. But as long as I'm still in the channel, like in the Discord I should say, showing everything, that you can still post. As soon as I'm like, right, we're done, if you post after and I miss you, it'll have to be picked up in the next month's installment, unfortunately. So just make sure everything's posted by the time I get back from that break. Once that break happens and I come back, we'll do it. And because I'm going to take a while, because I have to go through Little's progress in her channel. Because Little has her monogamy channel. But yeah, I think in February I'm going to work on Lantern Cat. See, I want to work on Lantern Cat so I can get that done. But Side by Side is my closest to a finish. And it's my round drill kit. So I don't know which one I should work on. I can't do both because I would have to alternate, and that would get too annoying. But I really want to work on that Moonbound Studio. And that is one of my extra large pieces, and like I said, in order for me to work on extra large, I have to finish an extra large. And that is Lantern Cat. And unfortunately, you cannot get Lantern Cat anymore from Diamond Art Club. They archived it recently. I'm always checking the archived list on Diamond Art Club to see, just in case any of my favourite ones go. they archived Bailey J's the meeting, and I was very sad because I really wanted that one. But with my limit, I'm not allowed to buy any unless there are none I want that week. Although, I'm gonna break my own rules for those 2 archived kits that are back in stock. Catnap and Goddess of Night from ChrissaBug. Because I really wanted them anyway, but they were archived, but they're back in stock. So I need them before they archive again. Because I think what happens is Diamond Art Club places a restock, and because they take a little while to get to them, they archive a painting because they sell out of it, and then the restock comes in and they go, oh yeah, this was turning up. So then they have to unarchive it to restock it, and then once it sells out again, it goes back in. So I would really like to get those 2 kits, and then that will be it in terms of buying more than necessary. And I'll go back to my rule of 1 a week. If there aren't any that week that I want, I can get one off my wish list if I feel the need. At least till I start finishing some more, because it's been since September, October, November, December, January. It's about 4 months. So October, November, December, January. Yeah, since I last diamond painted. I was also really surprised. So Diamond Art Club released a massive canvas Saturday. It was the dragon ones. It was I'll call it Rainbow Dragons. And I was actually expecting that one to not sell out so quick because of how expensive it was. Nope, it sold out pretty quick both times in the in the early access for VIPs and in the general. But the Maragoni also sold out real quick. Like, I went on there at just before past, and the Maragoni was shown as low stock already, and in the time it took me to open it, luckily I'd already bought it so I wasn't worried, but I opened it to go see and it was sold out in like the few seconds it took my internet to open the page. And I was like, what? Because I actually have missed the last few Maragoni drops, because they always do them when they release other ones I really want, and I haven't been able to get both. Like, if it's closer to the end of the month or the middle of the month, I don't have as much money until I get paid, so I have to get just the one. And if it's like a ChrissaBug or a Margot Morales, I'm more likely to get one of them than the Maragoni, even though I love hers. So this time, as soon as I saw that, I was like, damn, that's the one I'm getting. Because I can't remember what else they gave us last week. I think that was the only one I was really interested in. Like, they had some really pretty, like the Kussing Kessel one. That was really beautiful. The turtles, the sky turtles, is the same artist that did Fish Spirit, in case you weren't aware that I did. So I really like that one. That one's on my wish list. But my wish list is just ones I really wanted to get and just didn't get. Like, I'm behind on some of my collections. We'll put it that way. feel like this side's getting on the shorter side already. Which is the problem with the shorter strands, but what's everyone else working on? Natty's diamond painting. Doctor, I'm gonna guess, has started the next king, or will be soon. Which just leaves Little. Now Little could be working on the divine beasts, or she could be planning a new start. That's my guess. Started on accessories for the king. Oh, which king is this? Like, I know you told me the name, but like, which king is, which is the gift he's bringing? Are you making the gifts as well? You know, like the frankincense. I think it's frankincense, gold, and myrrh. Is that those the right things? The frankincense and myrrh, but I can't know if it's gold. Also, what's the baby Jesus got? Why is he getting frankincense, myrrh, and gold? For he's a baby. What's he gonna do? Start chewing on it? The gold would be soft enough. Oh, I also bought a new project bag today from Yasmin's Made with Love. She was giving us a little sale on Patreon for 10% off. And I was a little worried because when I bought it, I was like, oh, what's the bet? This is going to be sold out by the time I get paid on Friday. So I kind of panic bought it and it's still in stock. And I was like, oh, I do that a lot where I'm like, it's going to sell out and then it doesn't. But it's a very pretty project bag. Is it gone? Hang on. New to old. No, it's still in stock. This is the one I just bought. I like this one. It's a 11 by 14. I don't know if it's gonna fit my large Nurge frames, but I love this fabric. And like, this is how it'll be packaged. It'll be folded in half with a little tag. But this one's a nice one too. I might have to add that one to my wish list. But these are all so pretty. There's the cat bag I got. See, this is why when I bought this is why I thought it'd fit a Nurge, because I thought this was one of the big ones. It doesn't actually fit them. They actually stick out like by this much. I was a bit like, oh, okay, when I bought it. But this was actually really nice. Wikipedia, all three gifts are ordinary offerings and gifts given to a king. Myrrh being commonly used as an anointing oil, frankincense as a perfume, and gold as a valuable. But he's a baby. What's the baby Jesus gonna use it for though? That's what I don't get. Why would Jesus, why? Because Jesus probably would have just given it away. Imagine giving him a gift and then you find out he's given it to someone else. The three gifts had a spiritual meaning. Gold as a symbol of kingship on earth, frankincense and incense as a symbol of deity, and myrrh and embalming oil as a symbol of death. Oh, they predicted his death just like that. Welcome to the world. You're gonna die one day. Here, have some myrrh. Thanks. Just what we always wanted. Oh, it was actually on the oh, what's it called? This joke's not going off. I can't remember my words. What's the wish list you do for a baby? Oh, for God's sake. It's in my head, but it's not in my head. What's it called? God damn it. The joke's gonna fail now. The first king I made had frankincense. Oh. A birth registry. Oh my god, that took so long for my poor brain. That's what it's called, right? A birth registry. It's a wish list you have when you have a baby, and it has things like the pushchair you'd really like that always seems to be over £1,000, and everyone's like, why? And it's like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, we had the frankincense, gold and myrrh on the birth registry. Oh, thank you for getting me that. That's what we always wanted. This one has a pot, which I assume is the myrrh. Maybe. I don't think my subtitles know how to spell myrrh. Oh, it does. It's fine. Every time I've said it, I've looked and it has nothing. Just a blank word after what I've said before. I don't know why I thought myrrh was just M-U-R-R. Like, of course it has more to it. Maybe in a kid's book it has it written like that for ease of children, like to understand how to say it, because otherwise that's like myrrh to us. The next one has a chest, which I assume has the gold. I would assume so too. I've also noticed at the top of the diagonal, because we're still working on the scythe for a bit more, like I think it ends soon though. Oh, why did I do that? Yeah, so we're getting to the part you can't really see from where I am. If I do that, so this bit is starting to, because as you can see from here, it started to curve up. Well, again, because it's a scythe, it's going to start curling back down. So that's why it's starting to get a bit thicker looking again. And I think, because this is the 1, 2, 3, the 4th page here. the tip of the scythe ends on, like, you can't see my finger now, hang on. We can do this. So the tip ends about here, so the tip of the scythe is about here-ish, because this is the line for page 5. It's like the black tip bit ends around there, so this will be the last page with the scythe until we get to the next set of pages. But I will also have to move this across soon, because it's starting to get too awkward to start at the top of the diagonal, so I've got to move it over a bit. But I might wait till I finish. I don't know. I don't want to leave it till I finish this page because that'd be too far along. Maybe when I get to about here-ish, I'll start, like when I finish this diagonal, I'll move it across. Because the center is... We're up at the center. We've got some stitches into the center. I don't know where that red triangle is. There's normally a red triangle when you're close to the center. Oh, there it is. Yeah, because the row we just started at the top of that diagonal is there. Again, you can't see. This bit here, there's the center. So we're already at the center mark. So if we do the third diagonal again, this diagonal here will be like right in the center-ish, maybe. Because I think I'm going to keep Death and Olivia out this year, just to work on, even if I don't work on them on stream, just to work on the weekends, like one Saturday or one Sunday, one or the other. Because I really do like these two, and I would like these two to be further. I mean, I want all my whips to be further along this year, but I'm just enjoying these two so much. So I keep saying I'm going to show you guys the pattern, and then I keep not showing you. I realised that. I went to go do it and I started ranting, or not ranting, I started another tangent about 11 rabbits. Again. It's fine. I'm sure you all know what the one I'm talking about looks like. Starry Goddess of the Starry Night. It's a purple cat, and it's a lot smaller than my other ones, and I think that's the one I might use for mini March. But I also want to work on my, I need to say my long dogs, not my long dogs, my modern folk embroideries, because I have some that are just 2 colours, and even though they're not monochromatic, I'm going to count them because they are just 2 shades. But I think I'm going to be restarting Reaching Skyward, because I started that on a 56 count, and I don't hate stitching on 56 count. I actually really like it because it's the same as working over 1/1 on 28 count. So it's the same as this. I just think the colours are looking a bit washed out on that fabric. I know I have a picture of them on Notion. Because again, I'm not that far in. Yeah. No, just to show you real quick. So this is Reaching Skyward. It's 2 colours. These are the 2 colours actually that are in, hang on, I think there's a picture of it in here. If not, it's in my whip list and I have to go find it. Well, it's here, but it's not. We'll go to this real quick. So this is the Finisher Light from Barbara Anna when it loads. No, that's not the finish. God damn it. Hang on. open that in a new thing. It's going to want to add it. I don't care. This is not the finish. Hang on, we're going to go to light. That should be the last one in the thing. That should be the finished picture, but it's not. Why is it not the finish? When did I finish? Hang on, that's the wrong tab. Light. Hang on. This is all my tracking for cross stitch, just in case you're wondering what the hell this is. I finished it in 2022. Yeah, the 17th of December. Why is this not got... Hang on. Oh, they're up here. I don't know why it's done like that. It's that one. Right? Yeah, so you see these two colours here? Round the berries? These two, like, bluey greys? These are the same colours, but... Hang on, I have to go find, It's up more. Oh, it's in the whip one. Hang on. Because when I was working on light, I really like those two colours. So when I started this, I used those two. But again, these two don't even look like the same colours, do they? Look at that. They look completely washed out. So I want to restart it on a grey 40 count because... Where is it? This... No Time Like the Present. This is stitched on a 40 count. And I really like this. This is 3809 and 3808 and 3810. Because I love this colour combination if my Notion would cooperate. But I really love this. Oh, for God's sake. I really love these two colours together. So I think I have some more of this grey because I buy so much of it. Every time Megan does a grey, I buy one because they're very good for these sorts of patterns. So I think I'm going to restart my Reaching Skyward on this. Not this particular fabric, but on this colour. Again, another Megan grey in 36 count. I love the greys for this. Look at this. I really want to get back to this too, that Tiny Modernist Patreon sale. And I need to restart Cardinal Points because I don't think my fabric's big enough. But I want to get an off-white for that. Yeah. All the restarts. I have no clue why my computer is making so much noise under my desk. Like I'm doing something really intensive when I'm streaming cross stitch. But I worked out what fine frog stitching pattern I'm gonna do. It's a Patreon one, so I can't show it. I don't think there is. I don't think it's released on her shop. I was looking at her shop earlier because there's so many patterns I need. If I do easy, no, 4x6. No. 5x7? No. This hasn't been released as a Patreon, from Patreon. Hang on. What's it called? Tempest. Hang on. Hang on, I'm dropping my keyboard. No. Tempest is a Patreon exclusive, unfortunately, so I can't show you. That kind of sucks for you guys, unfortunately. But her new stuff, can I just real quick show you like her newest things? Like these ones are so good. So remember when I said that Fine Frog Stitching abbreviates her stitch alongs into letters? So this is Twigs and T. So this one was twat. Because twi a t twat. And then we had, let's see what the next one. This one's COC, Court Crows. Then we had PAP, or PLAP, actually it was PLAP because plants and petrichor. Also, I really want to stitch this cat. I really want to stitch. And this one, the Owl Keeper. She really missed out on having a pun for this because she could have called it the Owl Keeper. Because Owl Keeper. So you put the Y there, Keeper. It would have been a play on words. You're welcome. And I need Badger. I need all of these, really. But then we had FAF for Femurs and Fun Guy, or as I called it that one time on stream, Fem Guys and Femurs. And I was like, that's not right. I have this, because yes, of course I do. I also have this one, and I have this, and I have this. Because of course, look at this birdie, he's giving you the finger. But her first stitch along, is it even on here? I think we've gone, oh no, we've gone to all of them. We had, oh yeah, Faf was that, also this one's good too. And this. Again, all of her stuff is beautiful. I also have this, for obvious reasons. Who would I be if I didn't have a frog, and I didn't love fine frog stitching? But yeah, her stuff's great too. I'm also in her Patreon. 9 times out of 10, if a designer has a Patreon, there's chances I'm in it. Unless I don't want to spend the money, because it gets expensive when you have like 6 designers already. Like I have Flossie Fox Shop, Darling and Whimsy, Bad Stitch, Fine Frog Stitch I've already said, obviously, the Stitch Crypt, Stitch Sprout. Who else? Bad Stitch. I'm looking through the list of designers I have, because again, if you remember when I showed you all my folder on my computer and it's just filled with cross stitches? Yeah. Oh, Noctiflora Design, she's recently got a Patreon, so I'm part of that. And then it's, Urban Stitches, who's Blackwork, Yasmin's Made with Love, The Witchy Stitcher, obviously. Witch's Garden Crafts, but I'm a member of her Patreon for free because hers is only for a Fabric of the Month for America. I feel like there's someone else. Evertoe has a Patreon that I'm part of, so I can get their patterns, but they collaborate with designers. So like Modern Folk Embroidery also has a Patreon, but I'm not a member of his. Because, again, it costs too much to be a member in all these Patreons. And Darling and Whimsy, because I want the Quirky Quakers. I would have loved a Quirky Quaker tier. And then Needle Lot Designs, who I'm a member of her Ko-fi. Also, look at all that black we get to stitch in the next diagonal. Oh, I'm gonna love that. Hope I haven't missed any YouTube messages. It doesn't seem like I have. No, that's alright then. It's because for some reason, I thought it would only put the YouTube chat on Caster Labs for the stream, so nope, it's both. Yay, 100 stitches reached, an hour and a half into stream. Woohoo. Go me. So much progress. I told you, I said that I'm slower at stitching when I talk too much. And I'm talking too much, so I'm stitching slower. I have thought about adding a redeem on Twitch's end. There's basically a sit in silence and stitch for 5 minutes because you're talking too much. So yeah, I probably should. But look, I'll take me talking too much over the me being so tired I want to fall asleep. Because that's the two me's you get. You either get the me that wants to talk your ear off, or the me that just wants to fall asleep and doesn't want to talk at all. When Emma's starting a rant again. Yeah. We all just collectively groan. Even I groan. I'm like, oh, I'm going off on one again. To be fair though, at least when I go on a rant about like AI and things, I actually know what I'm talking about. This person I don't follow per se on Instagram, but they've been talking about what's been happening in America and they can't even get half the facts right. And it's like, if you're gonna take a stance on something like political or anything, at least have your facts right. And I think it's also quite rude when you're talking about atrocities and you go blah 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 or whatever. Like, that's what gets on my nerves when people are like, oh, they're putting makeup on. And it's like, come on. If you're gonna sit in front of a camera and make a video, don't do it whilst you're slobbering lip gloss all over your mouth. Poorly, mind you. And you need to research what brands you support, because it's quite funny when they say that they hate Republicans and then they support brands that support Republicans. And it's like, okay. Anyway, I'm going to stop that before I keep going and make myself angry. And then put my foot in my mouth, because no. Anyway, I got samples of my new bags, because we phoned on Friday to say I needed some more of these bags. So she sent a sample, the stoneman sent a sample, because I think she wanted me to see which colour I'd like. I think I can order any of the colours. I like the nude colour, and I like the black ones. The white ones are too white for me. They are like, you know when you see people that have those fake teeth and it's like very obvious that they've got fake teeth because they're just glaringly white? That's what these bags look like. And I'm like, those are a bit bright. If I was wearing like a white outfit, then maybe, but I don't wear white because when I wear white, I get stains on my top. Like, I could be the cleanest person in the world, but I put a white top on, something has to fall on it. Has to. And I'm like, God damn it. I know it's not just me that it happens to. It's why I just don't like wearing white clothes. Thanks for reminding me to pay Patreon. Yeah, you're welcome. That should come out automatically though. Unless you meant for signing up for someone else's, but they tend to come out automatically. It's a blessing and a curse because some of them set it up so it comes out on the 1st. Or they set it up so it comes out when you subscribed and it's like, oh great. Yeah, but I didn't get paid until 4 PM. Oh, I see. So it tried to come out, but you didn't have the money, and it was like, so yeah, let me pay for that. That makes sense. Wait, but you only signed up earlier this month for Bad Stitch, so it shouldn't be coming out again yet. And she's a first person, like she's on a first of the month basis. I'm checking now because ChrissaBug. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. It's fine. I might also be getting a bit loopy from lack of sleep. Like our conversation this morning, Lil, I just kept, every time you sent me a reply, I just looked at the screen for like 2 minutes going, huh? Like, the message made sense, but I just couldn't. My brain was like, what? Because I was trying to have a power nap at the desk. Zelda kept licking everything that was made of plastic. He was just nibbling on, and I was like, please. I just needed a power nap, but no, he wouldn't let me. He wouldn't let me. He had biscuits. He had his food because he had to go without his pumpkin food in the mornings Saturday. Well, I think it was Friday and Saturday, but at least Saturday because Pets at Home didn't deliver. My 2 over 2. My 2 over 2 on 2. Yeah, that one. I was like, what count was little meaning there? And I was like, huh? I literally said to my mom, I was like, Little's testing me today. And I said, I think I'm losing. She was like, why? I said, because you said 2 over 2 on 2. And I was like, huh? No, but 2 over 2 on 32 count is the equivalent of stitching on 16 count. But stitching 2 over 2 on 16 count is the equivalent of stitching on 8 count, which would be stupidly big. You would need to use all 6 strands probably. It's like Michelle Bendy Stitchy is stitching on the Zodiac, the Tiny Modernist Zodiac cell. And that's actually on 25 count over 2, like 2 over 2. So that one is massive. I'm stitching mine on 27 count over 2. And it's definitely massive. Like I should restart that one, but I've already started stitching. Like, just to show you real quick. There's 2 over 2 on 25 count. Because look, 25 count. Because she inherited this. My fault for not proofreading. It was fine, but I just had to be like, did little mean 32 count? Or is she testing me to see if I make sense of anything? But Michelle Bendy is also using that lap frame that I showed you all last week. The one I was recommending to Petrish to base hers off of. But someone sadly passed away, the original stitcher of this piece, and Michelle inherited it because at I think it's Acorns. I can't remember what the whole thing's called, but it's a little place where you can go to stitch with other stitchers in America. She went there and there was a little basket and it was filled with all the ladies' projects, and people got to pick which ones they want to inherit. And Michelle saw that and she just took that one. And so she's been working on it. Originally, she was going to work on it in the not the season, but the star sign season, if that makes sense. Like, she was going to work on it when the months aligned with, like, Sagittarius or Leo. But she's kind of just working on it as and when, because she's using it for cross-stitch Monopoly, which I'm not going to explain because I don't know how it works. There are probably plenty of videos out there that explain it, but I have no idea how it works. It confuses me too much. So, okay, bills are done. Yeah, now you have spending money. Yeah, mine's on 27 count. I think it's in Notion. It would be right there. I was getting worried I was paying things, but I get ADP on Fridays, so I can enjoy a wee girls afternoon out. Yeah. But yeah, all I have done on mine is Aquarius. That's it. That's all I have. And this my fabric only just kind of fits that whole thing. Again, 36 count this says. I thought it was 27. 36 count. Apparently I don't know my fabrics. And yes, I'm actually leaving the house. The shock might be too much for people. I think it's a bit more shocking when I leave the house because I'm only leaving the house for appointments. So if I'm willingly leaving the house to go out, I must be feeling unwell. This one can just sit down here now because we only got 2 colours to go until we get down here. Although we're going to run out of the second colour before this section because look, we've only got a little bit of it here. This is all the 3799 in this section before it goes down here, and then the rest is just 310. I just done it again. Out of the Lamb got their DLC out. I think it was on the 22nd. It's called Woolhaven. I really want to play it. I'd have to start a new game because I can have you guys be cult members. We can make the cult of the frog real. I actually made a PNG tuber for me streaming those back in like 2022. And then I don't think I streamed using it. And then I stopped streaming until 2024. So I have all that to use. Again, any gaming streams that I plan on doing, I think will be on Sundays. Not every Sunday, it'll be every other Sunday, and I might do like 12 PM until 5, 6, depending. So they will be longer, but those ones will be Twitch only because, again, YouTube algorithm will hate me. But before we start things like that, I have to finish Hollow Knight. Because that game's severely neglected at the moment. I could have finished that by now. The only two things I'm probably not going to do on stream are the Steel Soul and the Steel Heart runs, because those are going to make me mad. But I want to do the 112% at least on stream, because I haven't touched it. God, the last time I touched it is when I think I delivered the flower. No, because I killed Hollow Knight himself. I think it was the flower was the last time I played, actually. I think I did the Hollow Knight and then the flower. Because I'm pretty sure if I go on to the... You should have my rage at Warframe this weekend. Oh. Did I tell you I've got that downloaded? Oh, it literally was Solace. Oh, you should have heard my rage. Yeah, I downloaded it. I don't know if my computer will play it though, because this poor PC is supposed to run basically every game, but it just struggles. I think it's the lack of having 64 RAM. You'll see when you get there. I haven't even opened it. I downloaded it, and that's it. Because I'm like, oh, there's too much, there's too many things. But I think that's a game I'm probably going to play like in my own time, because of I get motion sick, and I'm worried that game might set off my motion sickness. So I don't want to be playing it for hours at once. Sometimes my motion sickness is fine when I'm playing, it's when I'm watching someone else. So we'll have to see. I think I'll be fine, but again, we don't know until I start playing. I also need to connect it to Steam, because I only downloaded it through... I downloaded it like the launcher, not the Steam one. Oh wait, that's... There we go. I definitely think my pain meds have something to do with it. I think stitching away for tomorrow. Were you planning on starting something new, or were you gonna just keep working on Divine Beasts? When I say start something new, I mean a small, not a massive one. Because I saw you in Badge Stitch's server being like, I really wanna stitch on these things, and I'm like, hee hee hee. Divine Beast for tiredness just hit me. Yeah, that's something you gotta concentrate a bit more for the overdue. But like I said on Lumi's stream, I'll show you the fabrics I picked out. Ooh, yeah. Railroading your stitches can help them look a bit neater. And that's just where I can't show you with this because I don't have 2 strands. I mean, I can kind of show you if I pinch these ends together. So railroading is so you take your needle and you just thread it between the 2 strands, and that helps them lay flatter. I'll do it on Wednesday because I'm working on 32 count. But there are other things you can get. You can get something called a trolley needle. And it's basically something like it's like a little sword that goes on your finger. You put it on and it has like a big pole. And what people do is they'll stitch with it and then they'll put their pinky out and then they'll like lay the fabrics on it, like the threads on it, sorry. And it'll just help. I won't get one because I will poke my eye out. Because I know myself. Let's have a look at these fabrics then. Ooh. They're all very pretty. Which one's for which? Because I saw you were doing, are you doing with the three witches? The fox? I felt like there was something else, but I can't remember what it is. Blue is moon, green is tea, purple is for mushroom witch. Oh. I don't know why, but that green, I think that fox one would also look good on the green. Because you have plenty of fabric left over, I'm pretty sure. Because even though those are 16 counts, I don't think they'd be stupidly massive on that. I don't know why. I feel like it could go on the green or the purple. But for some reason that green is just speaking to me for that fox. I have to get the rest of the witch series because I'm in the Patreon, but I didn't get all of them because I need to upgrade my tier to 4, but I think that'll cost me too much. I forgot I went on a liking spree on what's this app called? Etsy? Wow, brain, come on. For God's sake, my fingies are not working. I didn't come up with anything. Thanks. Or maybe, but the green still. Right, so these are the ones. I've got them open so I can show you. Hang on. I might have to wait till after the ad break though, because of Twitch. But I can show you the whole Stitch Crypt store real quick. So this is the Stitch Crypt. Again, beautiful charts. Also, she hides a frog in every single one of her charts. Like there's a little froggy right there in her banner. Also, ignore my cart, ignore my shopping cart. I found a really pretty pink fabric from Megan yesterday, and that's what that one's for. But don't look at my cart. But like, there's a little froggy right there. There's a frog there. There aren't any in these because these are cryptid series. I don't know where a frog is in this though. But again, little frog there. Is there a frog in this somewhere? Oh, this is a frog, I think. That's a frog skeleton. Maybe? I don't think frogs have tails, although froglets do. But anyway, this is her page. These are all very pretty. This castle window cat, I think I have that because I'm a member of her Patreon. Hang on. The Stitch Crypt Patreon. Again, I have so many. It's hard to tell. I don't think I have it. Maybe it's not a Patreon release. Sometimes they release them as Patreon, then they give them to us. I really want this series. The Cancer, the Pisces, and the Virgo. Don't know why I went to go read that as Virgo. But yeah, and these snails. And the As Above, So Below. Oh, so good. I have this series. Little froggy. The ad's gonna be ending soon. It's fine. Here's the fox real quick. So this is the fox one I was talking about. Here's the moon witch. I have another green that would work for the fox, but it's 28 count. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it would just be 2/2, which would make it 14 count. So this is the moon witch. This is the mushroom witch. And this is the tea witch. I have this one because of Patreon, but I don't have this one, nor this one, but I do have this. Because it's on a dark fabric, so I don't know why the green's speaking to me. Which one did you say? It was moon, so that's that one. Green is tea and purple is this one. Yeah. Again, I don't know why the fox and the green for me, but who knows? I tried to colour match for the witches, yeah. I tend to either go for something that fits either the mock-up, or not the mock-up, the cover picture, without buying, because I don't really want to buy the called for most of the time because they're so small in comparison to how expensive kitting up would be, like for the fabric if I got it from I'm not sure about that one for the fox. Sometimes it's good to do a floss toss to see how the colours would look. For those that are like, what the hell is a floss toss? It's where you take all your threads. Like here. You take all your threads that are needed for a project. So I'll just grab my Modern Folk Embroidery ones real quick, because this is easier. And then you take your fabric So pretend that's my fabric for a piece, and this is my thread I've picked out. So sometimes you'll lay them on a piece like this, and then you'll see how the colours look together. Like you would do something like this. The fox will be after the witches anyway, yeah. And so some people will do that, and they'll see, because sometimes there's a colour that could contrast and just blend in too much with the fabric. I think it's fine if a thread blends in with the fabric as long as it's being stitched around, but when it's just on the outside and it's going to be lost, that's when you have to change the fabric. So that's why a floss toss can be helpful. It's not required, but it can be helpful to see whether our colours go well together, because you can also take a picture with your phone and you can turn that picture black and white, and that also helps show the contrast. So if you're like, oh, this pink might blend in too much with my pink fabric, and it's going to be on the outside. So if you take a picture of just that pink on your fabric, and then you turn it black and white, if there is contrast, the black and white will show a tone difference. If there is no contrast, they will look identical, and you'll be like, well, there you have it. I've sent you all down this rabbit hole now, where I talk about so many stitches that people are like, oh. But this is why I love doing this, because it allows people to enjoy more of the same things as me. Or it allows me to find more people that like the same things. And it also means that I've enabled more people to join me. And it's like, heh heh heh. But there's a dragon pattern I want to get to start on the 31st, because someone in the Bad Stitch community is having a birthday start on the 31st. I don't know if I'm going to have any colours for it, but I don't even know which one it's going to be yet. I think I want to do one of Needle Lot's, either her, what's it called? The Kelpie one, I think it is, or the Earth Dragon. Or, because I have the Flossy Fox Shop dragons, like the Flower Dragon Meadow Sow, I could start that. See, too many choices. I also need to pre-order her book, because I want that big dragon pattern she made. I was going to pre-order or buy the book anyway, but it's a nice incentive as well. I also need to edit. I have a table on my Google Sheets that has all the charts I work on. I started it in 2024, maybe early 2025, I think, and I haven't actually updated it, and I think I need to update it now because it would just be nice to have. Because the whole point of me having that was so when people were like, oh, what's this you're working on? They can just use the command, or I can use the command, or someone can use it, and it will link to the table, and then they can see which one it is I'm working on. And then if it's a retired chart, I can't link to the chart. But if it isn't, then I link to it. Because I have to go in and fix the EV ones, because that one links to it. That's no longer a chart anymore. We're getting into the last colour now. Once I finish this, it's all 310. Oops, all 310. But just before we start on the 310, I am going to take a quick break to go use the bathroom. I should have went during the ad breaks, I know, but I didn't need to go then. It's the streamer's curse. You need to go use the bathroom, but it's streaming. And then you're like, oh, I'll go during the ad break. The ad break happens. You don't, because you don't need to go, and now you do. Right, there we go. And then when we come back, we'll be reaching 200 stitches and stitching all this black. Yay. So I will be back as soon as possible. So this is your time to get up and stretch, or go get yourself a snack or a drink, whatever it is you need to do. In the few minutes I'm gone, I'll be back in a few again. I'm back. Back we go to 310. Yeah. That's how we're gonna do this. Although I probably will need a new strand. My goal for today for stream is to finish this section. Which I think I might. Oh my god, I thought I hadn't unmuted myself again. It's because I keep seeing my blooming music one. My Amazon Music one. Every time I look at it, I'm like, but I'm definitely unmuted. It's fine. Because I made sure I unmuted my mic, the mics one first, then the OBS mic one. You are fine. Yeah. After that one time where I was talking for like 5 minutes, muted, because I unmuted myself on OBS but not my mic, I have to double check. No, it was the other way around actually. I unmuted myself on OBS but not, no, I unmuted my mic but not OBS. So as soon as that thing happens to me once, it's a constant worry, even though I double check. But thanks for letting me know, Doctor. now need to end this thread. But I am slowly catching up in terms of progress on Olivia, like to this. And it makes me wonder, if I only worked on Olivia every day, like I did for this, would that one have got further along? Or would it be about the same? Because it's definitely one of those things, isn't it, where it's like, would it be about the same? Considering I'm 6% in on Olivia right now. This is like this is 10 and a quarter. Oh no, 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 no. That is the worst time for my needle to unthread itself. Hang on. Why is the webcam closer this time? This was not... Oh, I went this way with it, didn't I? Am I going to be able to unthread, like rethread this needle down here? Oh, butts. Look at my keyboard again, isn't it? It's covered in cat hair. It needs a good clean. You can't see that from where you are, but it's fine. Just a little too far for my eyes to see looking over my glasses. Thank God. The things I do to thread a needle. That was really uncomfortable. Oh. Now I know how pregnant people feel when they're getting to like close to full term and they hunch you over for something. It wouldn't give me my thread that I wanted. I wanted that. Thread the needle. Oops. I think as well what I'm gonna start doing when I make the stream schedule for February, I'm gonna include the days I plan on recording for FlossTube to see if that helps me plan things out. Obviously they'll be on the weekend, so they won't be impacting the streams. But I think it'll be nice to have a little schedule to say when I'm gonna do this, that and the other. Oh, it's there. The webcam was hiding it. I have a maple in my lap. Oh my goodness. Hey Maple. And you've got your stuffing nearby. If you need any, you've got some on hand. Just in case. Yes, good. I just keep a little pot next to me that I fill up every now and again. And then it's like, less polyfill reach. I just want to schedule when I plan to do the Stitch with me's, because I really want to get into doing them this year again. And I think planning them out, I think what I'll do is I'll do one every other week that's talking and one that is just music. It just means I don't know what I'm going to talk about after the first one, because the first one's going to be about AI and stuff. Because I want that out there. I want a proper video on my channel where I talk about AI, because I know I go on about it so much here, to the point where we could have a counter. But I want an actual video on my channel where I discuss it. If not a Stitch with me, then maybe in my FlossTube that I record on Friday. And just like talk about how disappointed I am in companies that are choosing to use AI, but we'll see. I could do both. But my Stitch with me's tend to get like more views than my FlossTubes, I think. Because my most viewed video on my channel, right, the video on my channel with the most views is my Stitch with me where I worked on the 6 portals. That one has 690. That is my most viewed video, my first Stitch with me. But I do think it's quite funny. On my April FlossTube, I have a dislike. Who disliked the video? No idea. Why did they dislike the video? No idea. They didn't leave a comment expressing why. Don't know what I spoke about in that video. Other than my projects. What did they not like that much? I was going over my... Because that was my first FlossTube, so I started talking about my full coverage February. I then showed my Salentines. Maybe it was the stream stuff because I showed the Whip Go and the Salgo, maybe. Well, they didn't like my plans. Who knows? But someone disliked it. I'm not bothered by it. but it just made me laugh when I was like 195.7%, huh? Dislike. Oh, okay. That's fine. But you know, a dislike is engagement. Even if you dislike my video, it still boosts the video. So, you know. It's like there's a floss tuber I watch. I can't remember her channel name. But at the end of her video, she goes, thank you for your likes and even your dislikes. And it's like, yeah, because like, what are they going to do? Dislike your video? Oh no, the algorithm's going to love it because that's engagement. If you don't, the best thing to do if you don't like a video is just turn it off and don't leave a comment and don't thumbs it down. But, excuse me, there's a little fly in here. Did you see that? It just landed on me. Where did you come from? How rude. I thought it was a bit of fluff falling and then it started moving and I was like, well, that's not fluff. Now there's a tiny fly in here. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Dude, that stitch is over the wrong hole. That's where it's supposed to be. But tomorrow we work on Olivia. So this is actually the last time this month you're going to see Death on stream. Because this would have been back out Friday, but again, I'm not streaming on Friday. So unless you're in the Discord, the next time you're going to see progress on this is in February or when I do my January floss tube. Actually, you won't see any more progress because I won't be working on that until after I record. So it would be January's. No, February's stream. It's like on the 2nd, even if I don't end up streaming that day, I'm still going to work on the 10th Doctor because it is scheduled and it's easier for me to stick to that schedule. I mean, I say that, but I have been stitching on things that haven't been scheduled, like my Modern Folk embroidery and oh my god, and I said Divine Beasts then. Night Blooms. Must make some food. Okay, Doctor. Thank you for the look. Enjoy cooking your din-dins. Oh look, we'll also, with this diagonal being done, we will also be finishing page 2. Guys, we'll be finishing page 2 today. Oh my goodness. I know. Doctor's just been sat there this whole time like, come on Emma, finish it. Hurry up, it's fine, I'm going as quick as I can. My fingers can only stitch so fast with these tiny holes. So I think this needle is very bent. It just looks, when I put it in the hole, it just looks like it has a swerve to it. It could just be the angle. Like a weird optical illusion. With this page 2 being done, this would actually be my furthest along Hade. Well, full coverage. Everything else is about a page. I think I'd have to look at a picture of Tiger. Hang on. I can't stitch and hold my mouse. So we're gonna have to put the mouse on hold for a sec. Yeah, Tiger is not on page, it's on page 2, but it's not at page 2. Everything else, I think my next furthest along would be the 6 portals. I mean, we are further along in that. Right. Page 1 is 50. That one might be coming up to a second page finish, but we're not counting that at the moment. Because that's a bebop. That's a big project. My eyes and fingers hurt. I stopped diamond painting a while ago. Been trying to sort out the year with Yumi event and tallying points harder than I thought. Yeah, it's definitely like diamond. I think we death grip the pen. That's what the problem is. Maybe that's my problem, but I death grip my pen and then I can't work out when my hand and my shoulder hurts. I'm like, oh, death gripping. Yes. But when you figure out the Yumi event, Natty, you joined the Discord, didn't you? Right, you definitely did. Because I was gonna say you could post about it in there as well, because I'm sure there's plenty of people in there. Yeah, you did. You can post about it in the Discord as well. Because you could put it in the diamond painting channel if you wanted. When that's all ready to go to announce it. I don't have a very big audience on Discord, but some other people that might not have seen it might see it. I'm actually surprised though that my shoulders have lasted as long as they have with all the cross stitching. I've done. Because normally they start to really hurt, but they're actually okay. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I thought you did. I just had to double check. I can make a role for the Yumi event as well, so those people that want to do it can partake, and then we can have a little channel in the Discord for people to post their progress and things, as well as where they've got to post it officially. The event comes back as May with Yumi. Ooh, I've just saw over 400 finish entries. Oh my goodness. So many. But we could also make a little fun event in the Discord for it. So people that want to participate but don't want the added pressure or don't want to win any of the rewards if there are any, it can just be, I just want to make progress on a Yumi for those of them. Because that's what I treat the Discord as, something we can do for fun and set challenges, but it's all for fun. But it'd also be good to announce it in there just in case as well. Right, last row before we get back into the rest of the colours. Well, one colour. I think we're actually going to end this section today at the 3-hour mark, which would be amazing. It's like I accidentally timed it perfect. We might run a little over or we might be a bit short, but you know, if I finish a section in 3 hours with all the yapping I did, that's a bonus. For me at least. But this solid stitching definitely helped. I wish I could get a ball-tipped needle that was as tall as this pony, because that would really help as well. Last stitch of this colour in this section we just did. And then we just park it straight under. That was my scroll wheel messing up. I hate the scroll wheel. Ta-da! Oh, look at that, 269. We won't finish on 300 because... Oh wait, we might actually. 269. 70, 80, 90. Okay, we will. Never mind. Never mind. Is that it for this colour? It is. Right, more 310 to come up, but we might have to get a new strand of 310 soon as well. Right, let me just put this on my thread bed. I just opened it up, it's a mess in my thread bed. I mean, technically I don't need to do that, I can just do that, and then that. I don't think this strand is gonna last all the way over. We might be pushing it, we might be thread chickening it now. Put that over there. Get back on that needle. This is why I don't thread chicken on this piece, because then your needle unthreads and then it becomes a mess. We're just gonna spit these two strands together. I don't like spitting on my threads normally, but these are gonna be cut off anyway, so I'm not too worried. Like, this isn't gonna stay on. Oh, for God's sake, it just unthreaded again. I have to assume the horrible crouching, well, it's hunching position. Hang on. Needle has been rethreaded. Okay, there we go. There's my thread chicken on this. Not the shortest I've ever done, but on a full coverage it is. Need to put these back over here because I moved them out of the way for a sec, just in case I needed to end that, but I need another strand. Oh, and look, I've just got the message for the third lot of ad breaks, and we are almost nearly done, so like that is perfect timing. Just move my needle minders around so I'm not stretching my threads too much. The B one is a bit too close though. B, please. Well, luckily this one is going away after this stitch because this one's stupidly short. Two, 3, 1, 2, 3. And this one's basically all the strands that are out now are probably, other than the 310, because that's a new strand, are all going to be going in the pot, which I really need to empty because that's getting full. We're going to start. Oh, actually, this one's fine. that strand actually has been started in the wrong spot. I'll have to fix that. Fix that later. I think you can actually mark a stitch on here now for frogging later. I'll find out in a sec. Sorry, I keep bumping the mic because I'm trying to grab my threads. Right, this one right here. Oh, was that a start and a stop? No, it's parked all the way down there. Okay, so I need to more frog later. Oh, that is so nice. Look, there's a little X on it, so it reminds me to fix it. I love that. Oh, thank you so much, Pattern Keeper. Never had to use that feature before. I have like a clump of cat hairs right there. Right here, they're like sewn in now, never mind. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to stitch this last stitch because it's right there at the end, and I'm a bit worried about this strand wanting to fray, so we will do that. Because I can feel it, it feels gross. Because like, see, it was gonna go. That's my test. If I'm like, I think this thread might go after I finished with it, I'll do that, and you can tell, because normally if I had to go like doink doink doink, but if it goes and then it tears, yeah, it's no good. So that goes into pot. Obviously don't do that whilst you're still using that strand, but that's my test. Like if I still have quite a long length and I'm like, I'm not sure because it's starting to feel a bit iffy, then if I do that a couple of times and I get that taut feeling, like the doink doink doink, then I will use a bit of thread gloss, because if I only need to use it for a few stitches in the next diagonal, I'll use it, but otherwise it goes in the pot because I don't want to chance it. But here we go, guys, we're about to reach 300 stitches and a page finish, but not a percent, so no whole numbers, just 300 and a page. Right, I'm gonna leave this 310 on the needle and on this dream catcher needle minder up at the top, because I want to fix that strand before I sew this one in case it's nearby, because the more threads I put over it, the harder it is to unpick it, because it's one of these parked threads down here. So the stitch is up here but it's parked down here, so I need to fix that before I stitch some more on this. So that's it, guys, we're down to our last 2 strands. 299. Oh, we're gonna be at 301 now because of that one stitch we had. Damn it. No, but it's fine. Oh, don't unthread. Is it gonna unthread? There's like a hair holding that in. There we go. Here we go, guys, the last stitch on this diagonal and this page. And we'll pretend that says 300 because I have to frog that one colour. I was also looking at my stats for January. I know we're not at the end yet, but we are coming close. I've not had a single day this month where I haven't stitched below 300. except for one day when I started Night Blooms, but I also worked on this the same day. Din Dins is ready. Well, your second Din Dins is also almost ready. I just have to do this, and here is, as we like to call it, the Progresso soup for today. There we have it. There is Progresso soup for today. A page finish. There's a little lump there. A page finish, a diagonal finish, and 300 stitches. Again, we're pretending that says 300 because that one stitch right here I have to frog. So 300. 13654 10.33 page diagonal 300 done. Look at that. Clean. 2 whole pages done on this project. And then we have to come back up here because this is where I need to put the 310, but because I need to frog that because it's parked all the way down here, because I have got it, it's not here, it's here. So this is just to remind me I need to move that strand because I've put it here like an idiot instead of here. Look, it's a little hard to see. Let me bring it a bit closer. So again, it's blurry. Hang on. Let's turn autofocus on for a minute. So put that away before I poke myself. So right here, there's these 2 stitches. It's hard to see the one above it. It's right there. There's supposed to be a 3rd stitch there. Oh, it's over here with this one. See there's 2 there? There's only meant to be 1 there, and there's supposed to be 2 here to make the 3. So that's where I went wrong. So I have to unpick that one. But again, it's parked all the way down here. And because it's parked down here, I need to do it before I add the 310 because otherwise it will get sewn in more. And then that makes the thread cry. And then it makes me cry. Pattern keeper is in front. I think you could see it on the camera. I might be looking at the wrong view. Hang on, let me do it again. So 2 stitches are right here. Come on, camera, you can do it, I believe. Is it too close? 2 stitches here. There's 1 right here. And there's 1 right above it, but it's hard to see. And then there's supposed to be 1 there, but there isn't because it's over here. So I need to fix that. So that's what I'll be doing in a minute when I finish stream. Because I am done. So happy diagonal to me. Happy page finish. Let's turn the autofocus off before I forget. But yeah. Just 3 hours and 14 minutes. So I still finished it though, but it's, you know. So yay. Looks great. Thanks, Natty. Put the webcam back up so it can stay back up at the shelf where it's supposed to be. Let me open up my Stream Deck app. So, almost done sorting out the event. Oh, I cannot wait. Exciting. But thank you all for coming today. I appreciate every single one of you. Whether you were here all the time, part of the time, some of the time, or none of the time, because you were lurking. I appreciate you all so much for taking the time out of your day to come and spend a few hours with me as I yap and stitch. I forgot what I was doing. I stitch. If you would like to, I will be streaming tomorrow. I'll be working on Olivia again. If you would like to join the Discord so you could be notified when I go live, or just hang out, because you know you can join the Discord via the link, and you can be notified when I go live. You can also join our super fun events. Like currently we have a yearly challenge where we just post our stitches, and we also have a 6 portal stitch along. It's more a start along that I started back in September. And there's some events coming up. Like at the moment we're doing New Year New Start in February. We're going to be doing full coverage February. In March we're going to be doing mini March or monochrome March, or whatever you can think of to do in March for yourself. All ideas are welcome. You know, there's lots of fun things, and everything's all for fun. There is no, you know, there is no obligation to do anything. There are no, what's the word? There are no rewards, because it's all in the name of fun and to see how much progress you can make. It's a fun little challenge essentially. And then we have May, where we'll be doing, me and Little will be doing Margaret Morales May. It's Monogamy, Mania, although I don't like calling it that. Then, what's the other thing? Oh, Mermaid. So yeah, lots of fun events coming up. But yeah, like I said though, I will be back tomorrow to work on, I said Ivory Crow then. Oh my goodness. To work on Olivia's hydrangeas. So if you want to see that, you should come back tomorrow. I tend to start around 3:30 p.m. UK time. Around, because it depends. And then Wednesday is the Little Owl Patchworks out, and it's our first whip showcase of the year. So if you want to take part in that and you join the Discord, you can post a picture in the Look at Those Whips, or you can put it in any of the other channels and you can forward it to Look at Those Whips. And all I ask is you include a small tidbit of information about what the project is, like what the chart's called, maybe who the chart's by, the fabric, not fabric, well, what count fabric, so like a 40 count, you know, and if you're using the called for threads. We don't need to know the exact threads, just I'm using the DMC just in case, and that's basically all we need to know, because I'm nosy like that, and I want to know all the things in case I want to start something, because I have no self-control, as we all know. Thursday is more Olivia's hydrangeas, and then there will be no stream on Friday because that's when I record my floss tube, and then it'll be February. So I need to this week get out the stream schedule. I'll probably do that tonight, like once I finish stream, and then post that, so we have it. But yeah, thank you all for coming once again. Thanks for the hangout. You're welcome, Natty. Thank you for hanging out as well. But on that note, I am going to go, or I will sit here for another like 20 minutes and talk you guys' ears off. So I'm gonna head off. So with all that said though, you should all stay safe. Hang on, let me do my little thingies. Hang on. There we go. Right. So you should all stay safe, stay warm, stay cool, whichever one of those applies to you. Take care of yourselves, and hopefully the tough times go away soon, because America is going through a real bad rough patch with all the horrible things that are happening over there, as well as the storms. So hope the storms also stop soon. So yeah, I will see you all back here tomorrow. So until then, take care, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.